One of the cool things to come out of this game against the Commanders are all the reaction videos of San Francisco 49ers players finding out that they've clinched the 1 seed. We've all seen the videos of Mike Silver holding up his phone, the players reacting to it, and all those different types of things. So this is what I think had happened was I think the players saw Mike Silver's phone on their way to the locker room to get an update of where they were like in this playoff seeding situation, because obviously the 49ers needed the Cardinals to beat the Eagles in order for them to clinch the 1 seed. Except when I think that timing was, I don't know if it had officially happened yet, because in this video that we're about to watch, you see them actually react to the final play all together. So this is the real like reaction video of them realizing that they clinched the 1 seed. So take a look right here. This is my favorite reaction so far, and you're going to hear why Brock Purdy dreamt about this moment right after this.
Come on. Go get him. Go get his ass. Let's go. Oh, yeah!
Isn't that a cool moment? I mean, they're all crowded around this dungy Washington Commanders away, visiting locker room. They got an old school box TV. They're like watching themselves clinch the 1 seed on a potato, essentially. And they couldn't be any happier. And it was super cool to watch, like, right? Like that reaction is super cool. You have all your teammates around. You see when the ball for the final throw is in the air, there's like this split second of just silence of where it goes from everyone kind of like saying something to all of a sudden like everyone holding their breath when they're trying to discern if someone caught the Hail Mary ball or not. What a phenomenal experience. But you also had Brock Purdy talk about this moment and what it meant to him. Take a listen to Brock Purdy describe that moment and again, just the impact that it had on him.
Yeah, it was sweet. To be able to have that kind of moment, I'd grown up sort of watching like TV clips and stuff of like teams together watching and celebrating another team win for their case. And so for us to be able to do that, I was sort of just like taking it in. I was like, man, this is something that I've seen on TV growing up, and now we get to all cram into a corner of the locker room and watch on a little TV. So it was special.
Such a cool scenario, man. Brock Purdy's like, man, I used to dream of stuff like this. All of us in a locker room, huddled around a small TV, watching us clinch the 1 seed. I mean, this definitely has the feelings of a storybook season, and like these kinds of moments continue to solidify that, continue to kind of energize that feeling that, man, what is happening right now just feels special. It feels different. Just feels like we've been here in a sense before. The 49ers locked up the 1 seed in 2019 after going 13-3 that particular year, but they weren't met with a lot of opposition. Now, obviously, it all came down to the very last game against the Seattle Seahawks, and the very last play couldn't be any more dramatic of getting the 1 seed than that situation. But again, it's just like this is just such like has a storybook feel to it. That year did as well, but we know how it ended. So with this year, we got a new story and we got a new chapters to fill, and the 49ers right now feel like that they are going to put a story together that I think will make the faithful very happy. At least that's what it feels like. The way these guys are going about their business, the way they're talking about this, the way they're enjoying and living in each individual moment. Again, you look at the scenes from the locker room, it just feels like a special season. Now, and again, we've had special seasons before, but there's something different about this one. I can't put my finger on it. It could be as simple as Brock Purdy, because in that 13-3 season, we had a really amazing defense. We had all these different types of things, But, I don't know. I don't know if it was because we just didn't feel super confident at the quarterback position, or if just literally having that type of confidence changes the way we feel about this. I could be the only one, but if you are kind of feeling my drift, let me know in the comments. But this is just a special season, and I'm really excited about where this thing will end up. Obviously, I have a lot of confidence in this team. I have a lot of confidence in Brock Purdy. I think these guys are going to be able to go all the way. Now, once we get there, anything can happen. As we know, we've seen in the last two Super Bowls that the 49ers have been in. So I just want to get there. That's my number one thing. I just want to get to the Super Bowl. Once we get there, we can figure out the rest. It's 60 minutes from there on out to decide it all. But I just want to get there first. So it's just cool to see that these guys are appreciating the journey, appreciating the process along the way. Again, Brock Purdy, his first full season as the full-time starter. Again, we saw what Brock did in his his rookie year, but he got thrust into that position. This year, he went in as quarterback one. They had a little quarterback competition, but it was really for the quarterback two. It wasn't for his spot. And he got the captain's patch on the chest all year till now. He's been the starter, and it's been a magical, magical ride. And it just doesn't feel like it can end yet. And it doesn't feel like it will end. I don't know. I don't want to speak too much into it, but it just feels like there's still special things for this team to accomplish in the future. And I'm really looking forward to it. But I want to know what you guys thought about the way Brock Purdy kind of reacted to that locker room scene, what you guys thought of the locker room scene, and kind of where your head's at as a 49er fan in all of this, trying to kind of wrap your heads around it. And like, I don't know, man. I'm almost at a loss for words. It just feels like such a special moment for the San Francisco 49ers, and especially after a not so special moment last week. It just feels like, just like that, all that pain and all that heartache from that Christmas loss it's like, oh, it's okay, it's over. It's over with. It's be honest. That's so 2023. That doesn't even matter anymore. We're on to 2024, right? Those are the vibes. That's what it feels like, at least for me. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments below. And of course, as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more.